Another series, the Bible tells us it's an imminent event. It could happen at any moment. Okay, so let's say that it happens in the next 10 minutes, okay? And we are out of here in a second, the blink of an eye, and we find ourselves in heaven. Okay, and Ed said we got a couple events that we know about here. First of all, the tribulation is 7 years, okay? So we got 7 years for this stuff to happen, but the Bema seat is the judgment seat of Christ. This is not for unbelievers. This is only for believers. And the believers that are listening right now want to know, what is Jesus going to be investigating? What are the penalties? What are the rewards? What happens here? Tell me what the judgment seat of Christ is all about.
Well, that's an important question because there's a lot of people out there that tend to merge all the different judgments into one judgment. You've got the judgment of the wicked dead at the great white throne, judgment of Israel, Ezekiel 20, judgment of the nations, Matthew 25, 31 to 46. You've got 6 or 7 judgments against Satan. I mean, there's just a lot of judgments. So what is it about Christians that will be judged? Well, let me just give a little backdrop on that very quickly. We've already talked a little bit about how there will be degrees of punishment among the wicked because the Lord recognizes that there are different levels of wickedness among different people that are not believers. Likewise, there are different levels of commitment among believers in Jesus Christ. There are some Christians who are carnal. There are some Christians who are totally committed. Jesus is a perfect judge, and because he is a perfect judge, he's going to give rewards to those who have lived faithfully. And the kinds of rewards that Scripture speaks about are couched in terms of crowns. You know, I think about the crown of righteousness and the crown of glory, crown of life. All of these are representative of the kind of rewards that Christ will give. And it's not so that we'll have our own glory. After all, in Revelation 4, it talks about how we're going to take our crowns and we're going to place them before the throne of Christ. You see, so ultimately, the rewards that we have will increase our capacity to glorify the Creator in the afterlife, which I think is a wonderful way to look at it. Now, let me be clear, John. This judgment has nothing to do with whether or not you will remain saved. That is not the question that is asked. Rather, you will stand before Christ, and Christ will evaluate your life. Not just your life, but the motives in your heart, the thoughts that were in your mind. And with his all-penetrating gaze, he knows everything.